Welcome to the tutorial of the Panasonic HMC 150 camera, brought to you by the BPT program at Gaston College. In this tutorial we will cover the basic functions of the camera, from button function to setup. On the left side you will find most of your main controls. We will quickly review them now and go into more detail later. They include the iris wheel, which controls the brightness of the image, focus ring and button, which controls the image sharpness, ND filter switch or neutral density filter used for very bright situations, zebra, which tells you if the brightness is correct, OIS or optical image stabilizer, shutter speed, which also helps with the brightness, audio controls to adjust sound recording levels, auto manual switch, menu switch to access the internal menu control. The right side has fewer controls, primarily the power switch. It also has the zoom control and the XLR inputs to connect external microphones. Insert the battery and the SD card into the back. To the right of the battery are the key connections: HDMI, USB, headphone jack, camera remote, and component out switch. To the left of the battery are the advanced controls like scene file, f-stop wheel, and the mode button. We will address their functions later. On the front of the camera is the white balance button, which corrects color, and the internal microphone. We will now discuss the buttons in depth. Connect the battery before turning on the camera. Press and hold the white lock release button to turn on the power. The auto manual switch adjusts the camera from auto to manual mode. Press up for auto and down for manual. Tip: real professionals never shoot in auto mode unless it's an emergency situation. Put your camera to manual mode to have control over your focus and exposure. To adjust the iris, press and turn the iris wheel. Adjust down for more light and up for less. Another way to control the iris is to turn the switch to iris mode. Now control the iris by adjusting the ring at the front of the camera. The iris regulates the amount of light entering the lens, controlling the brightness of the image. The white balance button tells the camera what color is white, so that the scene is color matched according to the type of lighting that is used. Manual white balance has two memories, A and B. They both function the same way. Hold a white card in front of you and zoom into it. Press and hold until the screen turns black. It will display ABB active, then ABB end. Now it's white balanced and the color of the image will be correct. Focus is absolutely critical when shooting in high definition. It is very difficult to tell how sharp your focus is on the display. This camera has few buttons that will help you. Zoom into your subject and touch the push auto button. Wait until it locks the autofocus. Push the button again to go back to manual. When in manual mode, set the ring button to focus. Control the focus with the ring. Pressing the focus assist button will magnify your image and help you see that you have the sharpest focus. The EVF DTL button also works with the focus. Turning it on will highlight the edges that are in focus and show you when your picture snaps into sharp focus. The display will say marker on when the zebras are turned on. Press in 3 times to adjust. The recommended zebra level is 90%. Areas in the display with the zebra stripes show that the area is 90% or greater than the maximum exposure level. One button controls the zoom lens feature. Zoom in and out to control magnification of an image. 3 zoom speeds are on the top of the handle. Shutter speed is the length of time that the camera shutter is open. It's best to record at 1/60. Press the minus or the plus to adjust your speed. In very bright situations, you can raise the shutter speed for a better exposure. In very dark situations, you can lower it, but it will result in smearing of any movement and should only be used on still shots with the camera locked to the tripod. Gain controls the brightness of your picture. It has 3 settings: low, medium, and high. The higher the setting, the more the brightness is amplified. Amplification includes visual noise and graininess. This is a last resort function when adjusting exposure. Use the neutral density or ND filter switch to change your light density. There are 4 options: off, ND filter is not used; 1/4 cuts the light intensity up to about 1/4; 1/16 cuts the light intensity to up to about 1/16; 1/64 cuts the light intensity up to about 1/64. These operate like sunglasses for your camera and do not create noise or distortion in the image. OIS stands for Optical Image Stabilizer. Press this button when you're shooting handheld to steady your shot. You will see a hand in the display when this is turned on. This button allows you to add color bars to the start of your program. Color bars are generally used by engineers to fine-tune a camera. The waveform monitor helps you monitor the brightness of your picture. This is an advanced camera function generally used only by engineers. To record sound, use either an internal or external microphone. To use an internal mic, select INT for either channel 1 or 2. To use the external mic, attach a microphone with an XLR cable to either input 1 or input 2. If you plug into channel 1, select input 1 on the channel 1 selector. Make sure the input is turned on. Adjust the levels of your audio channels with the audio level controls. The mic line switch changes the setting to mic to line level. Keep the setting on mic unless plugged into a sound system. Tip: always wear headphones when recording sound. Plug them in here. To choose your recording mode, press the menu button, then select Record Setup. Record format of 720/60. Insert the SD card into the reader. The viewfinder will show that the record time remaining on the card. Press the Mode button to enter playback mode. PB for playback with the camera and PC for playback on the computer. Move the joystick to find the shot to view a particular shot. Tip: the camera can only show recorded clips in the same format at one time. The HDMI input connects the camera to a television or another video input. The camera also has a USB connection for downloading video files directly to a computer. There are a few buttons on the camera that are not used very much but must be addressed. The display Mode Check button can hide or show camera settings. The camera has 3 user buttons which control advanced camera settings. When having problems with images or operation, check that these are in normal setting. The LCD button controls the brightness of the LCD screen. The counter button displays your total record time, and the Scene File button controls advanced camera settings, like the user buttons. When having problems with images or operation, check that these are in normal settings. These are the basics of the HMC 150 camera.